boys and girls. Didn't see you there. How's it going? Farmer Tyler here. Today we are in our hayloft. And why is the hayloft so important? Well, look at all this hay that we have in here. What is hay? Well, hay is just grass, pretty much a variety of grasses that was grown very tall, and then it was cut, and it was dried, and then there was this thing that comes through on the back of a tractor, and it's called a baler. And what does a baler do? Well, the baler puts all of those cuttings of hay into these things right here, these little squares called bales. We got square bales, and we also have round bales, but we don't have any round bales in here to show you right now. So why is the hay so important? Well, hay is important because many of our animals, they're herbivores. And what's an herbivore? Well, it means that they only eat plants. So like grasses and leaves and some other plants that may grow out and about in the pastures, they'll eat it. Our goats eat hay. Our sheep eat hay. Our cows, our llamas, our ponies, our horses. Our rabbits, we don't really give them too much, but if they wanted to, guess what? They could. So pretty much all of our animals here, maybe with the exception of pigs and the turtle, Coltrane, and birds, our turkeys and our chickens, they don't eat hay. But other than that, pretty much every animal here does eat it. Well, what season are we in right now? I guess we're still in autumn, but it's starting to feel like winter, right? Getting really cold outside. And when it's cold outside, plants don't like to grow. So all of our animals that need to eat grasses and different plants, how would we feed them in the winter times without any hay, right? So this hay, we grow it in the summertime, we cut it, we dry it, we bale it, and then guess what? We stack it in this thing called the hayloft where it stays nice and dry. Doesn't stay warm, but it stays nice and dry. And all of this hay here is going to last us the entire winter, all the way up until the grass starts growing again. And even when the grass grows, we'll probably still have some because our animals that live in the barns, they don't have any grass there. So they're not going to be able to eat any grasses or plants, only the hay that we provide to them. Anyways, so we'll cut them these things called flakes of hay. And what is a flake of hay? Well, when you cut the hay bale and you pull off a piece, and these little squares that come off of them, they're called flakes. And each of our animals get their own flake of hay every day. Some of them that are bigger, maybe even a little bit more. This is very, very important in their diet. Alrighty, boys and girls. So while we're in the hayloft here, we also have this stuff that I'm sitting on, and it's called straw. Why do we have straw? Why is it important? Why is it stored in the hayloft? So, straw is primarily used for animal bedding. They don't eat this. This isn't really food for them. So they use it as bedding to help keep them nice and warm in the wintertime. You and I, we have blankets and comforters and all that nice stuff. Animals don't really get that. They don't care for it. But as long as they have some straw to help keep them warm, they're nice and happy. So what are some animals that use a straw for bedding on Bauer School Farm? Well, sometimes our goats and our sheep might use it, but mainly our pigs, so our potbelly pigs, Happy and Barney, as well as our big old Tamesworth pigs, they'll use it for bedding. And occasionally when it gets really, really cold outside, we'll give some to our barn cats so they can snuggle up and stay warm when it's cold outside. Now, something that you may notice is that this straw here, it's got more of a yellowish tint to it. And our hay has more of a greenish tint. It's because this is mainly grasses, and these are gonna be a byproduct of grain. Usually these are chopped up stalks and stems of like a wheat plant. So anyways, a fun little fact about straw, if you ever go on a hay ride, you're usually going on a straw ride. This is gonna last a lot longer outside than hay would. It's not gonna smell as bad, it's not gonna get as wet as quick, and it's gonna dry faster. So if you ever go on a hay ride, you're usually going on a straw ride. But anyways, hay, we use it for food so that our animals have something to eat when our plants are not growing. Straw, we use this as animal bedding. And absolutely love it, and it's super comfortable, and it lasts us all winter long, and it's stored in the hayloft as well because we want it to stay dry and out of the elements such as rain or snow as much as possible so that it will last longer for us.